Are you working with someone you can't stand? We've all been there. Working with people I want to punch in the throat has been called relatable and laugh out loud hilarious. Read the stories about all the crazy people Jen Mann has worked with over the years. Find out who she wants to punch in the throat. Working with people I want to punch in the throat is now available everywhere books are sold.
Hi, I'm Denise Grover-Swank.
And I'm Jen Mann.
And we are two Midlife Mommas.
Hello.
So today we are doing an episode where we let listeners, I'm used to saying readers all the time, listeners and people in the Midlife Bites Facebook group ask questions. And then I did ask some actual readers in my fan group. We let them ask things that they wanted us to answer on air, and some of them we actually said right away, absolutely no way are we answering that.
There's a lot of questions about like our level of kink.
Yeah, that's from the Midlife Bites group. I'm not surprised.
There are some horny ladies.
They are.
Can't tell you how many naked men pictures I delete.
One of them was, what smell turns you on? Okay,
Yeah.
That's super easy for me to answer because I can't smell.
Oh.
I don't have the ability to smell.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I think that's probably, everybody tells me how lucky I am, but I'm like, I think I'd like to be able to smell. And every so often I can smell things for like usually a few seconds. And I know I'm smelling something because I say I'm tasting it with my nose.
Has it always been this way your whole
Yes,
life? So it's not like you had some sort of injury here.
No, I never ever remember being able to smell. Even as a kid, I don't remember being able to smell. But then like after I hit 30, I went to get Chinese food for the people I worked with. I was the one who had to go out and get it. We ordered out. And I remember putting it in my car and I was like, oh my gosh, I feel like I think I smell that. So I've only smelled good things, and I've probably only smelled things about 10 to 15 times
in
my whole life. And it's usually like very overwhelming and catches me by surprise. And I usually know what I'm smelling because it tastes like whatever it is.
Really?
Yeah.
That is crazy. I almost went to a whole episode to have you like sniff stuff. You're like, what is this?
What does that smell?
You're like, nothing. I'm like, no, but it's awful. Smell it again.
I can smell, as weirdly as it sounds, I can smell alcohol.
Oh.
Because so this week I was at the lake with Shannon Mayer, who's an author, a friend of mine, and we were at the grocery store getting food, and at the checkout there was a bottle of electrolyte water with alcohol. 5% alcohol. I know, but it's at the lake, so stay hydrated. we bought a bottle because we wanted to try it.
Of course, as you do.
It tasted just like water. Like it did not.
That's terrifying.
Taste like it had a little bit of an aftertaste. Like you could tell a little bit, but like if you smelled it, it smelled like I could tell there was alcohol in there. But
it's boozy.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So I can't. Yeah. So if people like give me candles or lotions or I'm paranoid about stinking. So and perfume, I have my kids like smell perfumes and I'll put it on or whatever. So yeah, I'm like paranoid that I'm gonna stink.
Like what is that smell? Is it me?
Yeah, is it me? It's probably me.
So you don't even know, like you can't tell, like you can't be like, what's that? Oh, it's my pits. Like
right, and like I can never smell like baby diapers. Yeah, because like my oldest was when he was a little baby and somebody dropped by and they were there for a little bit and I'm holding him and they left and I realized he had like had a major poop and the whole time they probably were like, why don't you change that child's diaper? I didn't know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I've heard that like you can't taste things as well then either.
I believe that's probably true. Yeah. I believe that's true. I can taste things, but I like strong tasting things. So like I like things like blue cheese.
Oh.
So like really strong tasting things.
I tell you, that smells like ass.
Well, so
but you don't know what ass smells like, so.
But I don't. I'm presuming it's bad.
It smells like blue cheese.
Yeah.
Wow. Now we're gonna get lots of hate mail from the blue cheese lovers.
I like blue cheese, so don't send it to me. Send it to Jen Mann at people I want to punch in the throat.
Oh, that's crazy. All right. Well, yeah, I have no smell that turns me on other than maybe like cookies. Like that's all I can think of. Like we did that whole sex episode where we needed snacks and like I'm totally like,
I'm turned on just by looking at cookies, but not sexually. I'm just like want to eat them.
Well, I'm like, would you rather have sex or eat chocolate chip cookies? I'm like, the cookies smell good. Like, I could go for a cookie. So that's interesting. Okay, well, good. Now, so I have one for you. Let's see. I want to know. Okay, so this is a big one. This is a very controversial question.
Okay.
So are you ready?
I'm prepared.
Denise doesn't usually go out on controversial ledges. So,
I usually don't.
So get ready.
I like a middle of the road.
No, this one people have very strong feelings about this one. When you're in the shower, do you use a poof? You know, those little plastic poofy things? Or do you use the right thing, a washcloth?
I wonder which one Jen thinks we should be using. I use a poof.
Oh, you're a poof girl.
I don't usually use a washcloth.
So
I do wash it in the washing machine.
That was my next question. Yes. So it gets washed in the washing machine.
Yes.
Now, that's another controversial question is towels. Yes. How often do you wash your towels?
It depends on how humid it is.
Okay.
So if it's like really humid and things don't dry out, every day. But if it's like in the winter and things dry pretty quickly, I'll use it a couple of times.
Same thing goes for the poof. The poof goes in with the towel.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What about you?
Well, so I found out I'm disgusting. So, so I use a towel and here we go, everybody. Buckle up. The same washcloth, for 3 or 4 days.
Like, I just worry about mold?
Well,
in the washcloth?
My washcloth, I hang it. It hangs up to dry. I have a hook in my shower specifically for my washcloth, and it dries, and my towel dries. And I don't use that same washcloth on the hoo-ha and the face. I get all that. I have those separate.
That's good.
And because that was the other thing people were
like, my hoo-ha washcloth.
Yeah, people were all for it. And then now it's my daughter's in charge. So I'm like, okay, so this is your hoo-ha washcloth. This is mommy's hoo-ha washcloth. Yeah, it's a whole thing.
Are they a certain color? How do you keep them?
Yeah, well, we have our own hook and stuff.
Okay.
It's more like the hook.
Not like.
Mix hoo-has.
Or mix it with your face washcloth.
Well, and then you got my husband who's like, wait a minute, washcloths? What? So, we're just a family of animals. That's all it boils down to.
Well, it works out.
Because you have I asked this question on my Facebook page a few months ago and it was a huge drama.
I remember.
And then people were just how dare you, ruin the earth by washing your towel every day.
Oh.
Your body is clean when you come out of the shower.
So if you're going to send me emails about that, send them to people I want to punch in the throat.
Over there. But and then it's just you're disgusting. And then of course there's always a random guy who chimes in and is I just drip dry on the bath mat. I don't even do a towel. I save the planet for all of you. So that was my question that I got asked. We have a lot of weird ones here.
We have a lot of weird ones.
Well, we are kind of weird people. We attract a weird audience, I would say.
Yeah, I would say that's true.
Readers are just weird people. Yeah. But we love them.
We love them. I love them.
There are weirdos.
Yeah.
Okay, I have another question for you. This one actually is serious. Okay. Do you struggle with your birthday? When is your birthday? Let's start with that.
May 25th.
Okay.
I didn't used to. I used to be, it's weird though, because I used to be the youngest. So when I didn't go to college. I went to tech school, and so I started working full time in a medical lab when I was 19. So everybody else had been through college. So I was working with people in my mid to 20s and 30s and 40s, and I was just used to always being the youngest, and then a couple other places. And then it started turning around, and I started becoming the oldest, and I didn't really worry me too much. It didn't bother me until I hit 50. When I was in my 40s, I was living my best life. That's my best years. But when I hit 50, it really, I don't know. I think, and I've heard a lot of people when they hit 50, it's all of a sudden you're oh my God, I'm halfway through my life if I'm lucky.
Right. There's no question. I really probably most likely am halfway through.
Right. And so there's a lot of you start thinking a lot more about your mortality and how much time do you have? For me, not morbidly so, but trying to make the best of it and well, how many, okay, I'm going to write this book in 10 years. Well, I'm okay, well, I'm going to be in my 60s in 10 years. Am I going to still be around?
Yeah.
But a lot more I better start really paying attention and taking care of my body, and so that I am still around and
Did
stuff.
you celebrate? Did you have a party for your 50th?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't. But my kids celebrate my birthday, but honestly, I often forget how old I am.
I went through, so I'm 47. I turned 47 in March. And for my whole 46th year, I went through life saying I was 47. Like, I was positive I was already 47.
So you're like 47 2 years in a row.
Yeah, so I went from 45 to 47. And I'm kind of like you, like, nothing really bothered me. Like, you know, actually 30 was kind of good because that was like the year I got married. Like, I've always been older. So it's like I was like the older bride. I was like an older mom. Like, and so, and if anything, I always got like, oh, you look so young for your age. Well, thank you.
Yeah, I still get that.
You
Thank
do.
God.
It's sick how young you look. And so it didn't really bother me. But then when I hit 47, and I guess maybe just hitting it twice or something, but 47 hit me hard.
Oh, wow.
Okay. And I think it's because I'm like that much closer. Like, for me, it was like, shit, like now I am almost 50. Like,
I know.
Like I'm closer to 50.
Once you hit 50, it's all over.
Yeah.
No.
And that sort of like sent me down my like spiral. Like
50 was a really, really hard birthday. Like people talked about like 40. 40
did not
great.
bother me.
It didn't bother me at all.
Mm-hmm.
And I loved my 40s.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I came into my own in my 40s.
Me too.
So, but now I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm trying to think how old I am.
Like my early 40s were great, but then like now this end, and now I'm trying to like, you know, kind of, I don't know, like stop worrying so much about it. Like, just, you're not 50 yet.
Yeah.
Just chill out, girl.
Yeah,
just freaking do something with your life instead of like, because that was my thing. I'm like, I haven't done enough. Like, I have so much more I need to do.
I feel like I hadn't like accomplished everything I wanted.
And I feel like if I'm gonna, like, I feel much older than I did at 30. Like, these 17 years have been much, like, my first 17 years and now these, you know, the difference. And I'm like, dang, I was like, if I feel this much older and slower and everything in the next 17 years. Like,
I feel like my body's betraying me.
Yeah. So I don't know, but I see a lot of women who have big 50th birthdays.
Yeah.
And
I didn't because I don't have any friends. So.
Well, I don't either. Yeah. So
I think that's part of it. Like, I don't have any friends. So,
no.
Yeah.
Like, who would I invite? Like, everyone's like, oh, I'm going on a girls' trip. I'm like, that's fun. Can I borrow your girls?
Yeah.
Are they available in a couple
All
years?
of my friends I like met online.
Yeah,
most of my best friends are author friends who don't live anywhere around here.
Maybe that's what I'll do. Is I'll have a virtual 50th birthday.
There you go.
We'll all just party in our PJs on Skype.
Party with you.
Please do.
We'll do it in person.
Yeah, we'll do that. So we'll do that. But yeah, no, I don't. It's not that I so much struggle with the birthday, but I just don't celebrate.
At this point, I don't necessarily struggle with it, but yeah, I don't make a big deal. But like when I was raised, we didn't make a big deal of birthdays.
We didn't either. Yeah.
So like I have to struggle to remember. Oh man, I need to make a big deal of my kids' birthdays.
Yeah.
And like I got 6 of them, and so I'm like,
got a birthday every time you turn around.
Damn it! There's a kid's birthday coming up next week, and I haven't bought him a birthday gift. What am I gonna get him now? Yeah. So poor Ross's birthday was in September 3rd, and I still haven't.
Oh no!
But he's like, I'll probably just give him money because he wants a new tattoo.
Oh, there you go. Take him out and get him a tattoo, Mom.
Yeah. No, I'll just give him money.
See, and both of my kids have the same birthday on the same day, just 2 years apart.
Oh wow!
And so I tried to make it special because I felt like I didn't want them to feel like I'm just throwing like a one for all party, which I used to do when they were little.
Do they get mad that they share the same?
No, they're pretty good about it. I mean, my son, like, when they were little, my son he's the older one, and he really liked it. I was really kind of sad for him.
Okay.
But I think it's better than if she was born like 2 days after.
Right.
Or something like that, because then it is different, but yet the same. Like, you feel like you've got to lump them together. But
You're like really talented to make that happen.
I should have listed that in my accomplishments.
You should have listed that in your accomplishments. Damn.
My birth babies on the same day. Well, actually, okay, here you go. So we talked about that about accomplishments and how people like bring you down. That day, I'm in the hospital giving birth to my daughter on the same day. Nurses, doctors, everybody stopping by. They're like, "Are you the lady who's like giving birth twice?" And I was like, "Yes, it's me. Hello, come in." Meanwhile, my brother sends me a text message, and that day on the front page of Yahoo was a woman who gave birth to her 3rd child on the same day.
Oh, are you kidding?
And he sent me the message. He sent me the link, and he's like, "You're not that special." And so,
asshole.
Keeping me humble.
Yeah. Leave it to a brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the other reason I think why we always, say it's not that great.
Yeah. All right. Next question. Yeah, one of my readers wants to know, what do we do when we don't have kids around?
Oh.
Okay, well, first of all, that's not very often for me.
Well, the nice thing about us is we get to travel for work.
Yeah.
And so, but you do take your kids a lot, though. So
I do. I take my kids a lot.
Me too.
Yeah. But okay, so if I'm traveling and I don't have kids around, I spend a lot of time in my room ordering room service.
Same. Same. People are like, "Oh, you're in a great city. You should go see it." I'm like, "No, thank you."
I went to Charlotte. Yeah, was it? No, it was Raleigh, North Carolina for Writers Police Academy, and the hotel, it was a Hilton, and they had where you could watch Netflix from your account from the TV. Oh my God, I thought I died and gone to heaven.
Yeah. Yeah.
I put my password, my name and password in there, and yeah, I watched Netflix all weekend.
Well, it's funny because a few years ago, I went to Portland, Oregon for work, and I stayed in a hotel where I had to laugh. I took a picture of it actually and put it on social media because the phone had a button that said the "As You Wish" button, and you pushed it, and it was like. And I pushed it because of course I want to know what happened. And you could order room service. They also had like some ice cream there. I guess there's like some famous ice cream store like around there that's famous to Portland. They're like, we'll bring you ice cream. And I was like, I would like ice cream. I would like food. I was like, I pushed that button.
I gotta stay in this hotel.
Yeah. And so I was just always pushing that button. They're like, what? And then they ask you, what can I do for you? And you're like, I would like, you know, whatever. Yeah. So I would say like I spend a lot of time in hotel rooms by myself, and it's glorious.
Yeah,
and
I love it.
But then at home, I rarely get a time at home alone because if it's not my kids, it's my husband.
Yeah.
And I mostly just, I either read a lot or I put on my comfiest, rattiest clothes. Like, a few weeks ago, my husband was gone and my parents took my kids like overnight for some reason. I can't remember why they had them. My mom was like, are you going to be lonely? And I was like, no.
Oh, hell no.
I was like, are you kidding? Like, I was like, I have my night planned. And she's like, are you going anywhere? I'm like, nope.
So what'd you do?
Oh, I took a long bath and I read a book, and I should say I worked, but I really didn't. I farted around on social media and bragged that I was home alone all night. Yeah. And
so take that, sucker.
Yeah, I was like, what's up, bitches? I'm typing this from the bathtub, And I watched a lot of see, you're lucky because you don't have to share a remote with a spouse,
right.
And so my husband and I, we do not watch the same thing at all. Like right now we're watching that Unbelievable thing, and he was like on Netflix, and he was just like, really, another murder? And like, she's not dead. She's just been
I want
raped.
to see that.
I was like, she's not dead. So, but all he wants to watch is cooking shows, which I'm not.
We watch those too. Like my family, we all they put the Great British Bake Off. Yes. They're releasing it on Netflix, one episode at a time, and so we all get together and watch it together. That's nice. And then we try to bake. We tried to have a bake off from one of those, and it didn't go
and my kids, they just make fun of it. Like they sit there with their chicken nuggets, and they're like, I don't know, it looks pretty good, but like how they always inspect the food, and so they're like the crust is nice, but it looks a little dry inside. And I'm like, shut up and eat your chicken nugget. And so. Yeah, so I don't know. So I don't really like to watch cooking shows. So when he's gone, I watch I watch a lot of historical. I love all the because Downton is starting this weekend. Downton's going to the movie theaters.
Movies, is that this weekend?
Yeah,
okay, I knew it was coming out.
So I watch all that kind of stuff because he hates all that.
I still haven't seen the last season of Downton Abbey.
We're gonna have to cancel this podcast right now. Go watch it.
Oh God, she's getting up, y'all.
I'm telling you, haven't seen it. So yeah, that's what I do.
Okay. Yeah, I'm home alone. So if I want to be alone in my house, it's anytime from 11 after. So that's why I'm often up late. Yeah. So I can be alone.
Yeah, right?
I am during the day now that Emma's back in school. So yeah. But I still have lots of dogs.
I was going to say, those dogs
I'm dealing with.
I tried to go to the bathroom and they all came in with me.
Yeah,
so.
they're needy bitches. Literally. Okay, my question. If you could retire now and have enough money to live on, would you?
If I could retire now and have
it's not right. No more people I want to punch in the throat. No more of you. None of your Facebook groups. No more.
What would
trips.
I do with myself?
Would you do it?
I don't know. I think it would be nice not to have the pressure of you could actually really do whatever you wanted. Right. You really, not that, I'm not doing what I want, but you know what I mean? You wouldn't have to worry about contracts and deadlines. Yeah. You could just do it. If I had enough money, I'd probably retire. I don't know what I'd do exactly, but I'd retire.
You'd
And then that
retire.
way I'd figure out something else. What about you?
I don't think so. I mean, I'd slow down, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm like got so many stories in my head that I would want to get out. So.
But see, I think you could still, I guess in my vision, you could still do that. You just don't have, like, now you can literally write whatever you want to write. Like, you don't have to worry, like, I don't care if nobody ever reads this. Like, what was the story I wanted to tell?
Yeah, because I have to worry about that because it's people buying my books. That, first of all, pay to publish the book and then pay me to live. Right. And not have to go back to work full time. So.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, then I really could just, like, believe it or not, like, I actually do filter myself. And imagine, like, imagine what I
can't even imagine.
Like, imagine what I could say if I didn't have, like, enough money that I didn't have to worry. So.
Imagine what I could say because I really filter myself.
You do. Yeah. It could be crazy what you'd write.
It would be really crazy, probably.
Okay, I have one. Okay, well, this kind of goes along with your thing. Would you rather find true love or win the lottery?
Lottery.
Not even a question.
Not even a question.
Oh, man.
I've been there, done that. Yeah.
The true love thing? Yeah. So you're like, I'd like to try the lottery now?
Yeah. I write romance. So then I have to really think about, what is true love? Do we have soulmates? All that kind of thing. And I don't know. I believe that we love. I know very few people who've actually had what I think consider true love, where they're actually like soulmates and each other's best friends, and they do everything together, and they truly enjoy doing everything together.
Can't imagine what I'm doing.
Right?
I love my husband. My husband is fabulous, but no, I would choose the lottery. No, because here's my thought. No, listen, Hubs, I know you listen to the podcast, so let me just clarify.
She still gets you.
I would choose the lottery for both of us, babe. Like,
that's right,
that way,
right?
like we can buy love, right? Like, we'll buy love, and then
well, you have love. What is true love? Though?
True love is hard.
True love.
I don't think true love is real.
I don't think true love is really attainable, or if it is, it's for very few people.
And true love doesn't pay my bills.
It does not. Damn it!
It pays your bills because you write about it.
It does if I write about it.
No, and I think.
But I also have characters, like I have a series where a character is like on her third man, and it drives some people crazy. Yeah, I do get that.
I bet.
That she's a slut.
Yeah.
And she's a whore. And I'm like, oh no, don't you dare go after my girl like that.
She is living her life.
She's living her best life. And with some really hot guys.
And Denise is like, who can I meet next?
Yeah, right? But yeah, so like I question that a lot. Like especially with her, like what is true love and what is that such a thing? Do people, I mean, because when you think about it, people get married and they really love a spouse. And then if say their spouse dies and they get remarried, does that mean that they can't find, quote, true love again?
Right.
So I think our definition of true love and what love really is should maybe be merged a little bit more. I think you can have strong love for someone and still love someone else later on in your life.
Definitely. Yeah. All right. Do you have any more over there?
No, I think I have lectured enough.
No more questions. Not any more insight on true love.
Okay. Did you always want to entertain people? Do you always know you would entertain people?
Oh no! I mean, I always wanted to. I guess since I wanted to be a writer since I was 5.
Yeah.
But I never really thought. To me, a writer seemed great because I felt like I never had to talk to anybody.
Right.
Who knew that you had to talk to people?
I know, right?
That's
like the biggest shock of all.
We talked to a lot of people.
Yeah.
And to me, a writer just lived in their house by themselves. Like I was going to live in a cottage, on a cliff overlooking the ocean.
Oh my God, I was just going to say that. Yeah, in their study, wood paneling.
Exactly.
Yes.
I'd look out my window. I'd be inspired by the angry sea, and that would be maybe a dog, you know, and that would be it.
Yeah.
And I would
be whiskey.
Oh yeah. Well, I was 5, so I didn't have whiskey. Milk, cocoa, probably. But I never thought about. To me, it wasn't entertaining. It was more like just telling the stories that were in my head, you know.
Yeah.
But it wasn't until later on, I would say, probably college. I think college was probably the first time I ever did like any sort of acting or stand up or anything like that. And I realized, well, no, I guess it was high school. I did acting, and what I realized is that I could make people laugh.
Yes.
And once I realized I could make people laugh, I really, really liked that. Yeah. And so I was like, oh, this is kind fun.
Yeah.
And so then I liked entertaining people that way. But it's still, even at that point, it did not translate to me that I could put that in paper and entertain people that way.
Okay.
To me, I was still going to live in my cliff. And, and still going to do my,
They're two totally different things.
Yeah, I was going to have, like, my somber, death poetry side of me. And then I would, like, come out once a year and do stand-up. And I could, like, live that way. So, but yeah, I think probably more like my 30s that I realized, I do like this. And I put on pants and left my house, and now I like to be around people. Some people.
So do you consider yourself an extrovert?
What is it? I keep seeing it going around the Facebook. Introverted extrovert?
Yes.
Where you like...
So I've since heard, because sometimes like people can, like, I can be out and talk to people and just, but it's how you recharge.
Yeah.
So do you need to be around people to recharge, or do you need to be alone to recharge?
It's almost both. Like, so we went to a conference last week with a lot of other authors, and a lot of them would like escape at night. Like when the thing was over, like when the daytime was over, it was a book signing. When the book signing was over, I'd hear a lot of them say like, okay, I got to go back to my room now. And like basically like almost like plug in, you know, and like recharge.
Yes.
And you held a happy hour in the bar. You're like, well, I'm going to the bar. I'm going to go meet my readers. And I was like, I'm going to the bar too. Like, because to me, like when I'm at a conference or I'm at a readers event, like I'm on the whole time. Like I can do it the whole time. And I actually get energized from my readers, like meeting my readers and like talking to them.
I love to meet my readers in person like that. I would much rather sit around and chat with my readers than do a signing at a table.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yes. And so I like that. And then, but then when I came home from that conference, I had to plug in.
Right.
And like, recharge.
Stay away from mommy.
Yeah. So it's kind of both. But then if I'm home too long now, because I have been going out on the road so much the last 3 years, if I am home too long, like I'll say to my husband, like, I got to go back out. Like, because it almost like, what is that? Like the filling your bucket thing?
Right.
Because I'm like, I got to go back out. I got to go touch base with my people again.
Right.
Like I got to go see what's going on with them.
Sense.
And then I go back out and then I'm happy again. So it's sort of both. I can be an extrovert and I can get up there and I can entertain you and I can do all that thing. But then like, I need to go back and just chill and do my thing.
Yeah, that's me too. Like I can be on for and then after we did the bar thing, then we went out to dinner.
Yeah.
And
it was quiet and it was just us. And,
but we were still like talking to other authors and stuff. So,
and I get different energy from different groups. Like I need that too because I think writing is a very solitary business. Yes. And so to me, like I crave. That's why I do go to those conferences and things like that, because I do want to be around other writers because I can always learn something new from them. Yes. And plus they just understand my life better.
Right.
So I need that every now and again too. Yeah. And I also get energy from social media.
Yeah, I do too. But sometimes I'm like, I have to step back.
Yes.
Yeah, because I think you are on social media more than I am at this point.
Definitely, yeah.
So, but do you ever feel like you need to take a step back from it? Because sometimes I do, and I don't think people realize it. Like, sometimes I will step back and I don't post for days, like on my own page or my own profile. So
I don't do that. I can't go that long. Partly it's me too, though, because I almost need I need those likes. I need, I need to know that people
Okay, I have to say. Okay, so I was on Facebook last night, and I was at my son's football game, and they were getting the pants beat off them. So I was writing. I was writing at the football game. I was looking at my phone, and I had got a thing saying that our page, to Midlife Mommas, had a reach or interaction of 456,000 people this week. And I'm like, what the hell? And so I went on the page to see what was going on, and you had posted several memes, and one of them had gotten like crazy reach, and I'm like, wait, no, that's like just like that came from somewhere else, and I'm like, no. And so I was gonna message you last night, and I was like, oh no, I'll bring it up today. I'm like, holy shit! So you must be like, your bucket must be really full from that.
Yeah, well, I think that's the thing.
Like how many shares? I'm gonna look and see how many shares it had.
It was like I don't know, it's over 1,000 last night when I looked at. I mean, that's the thing. Yeah, I mean, I live because I am like social media is pretty much my life. It's half my day. Writing is half my day, and social media is half my day. And I do live and die by the likes. And
yeah, so this meme says, "My 40s. Am I premenstrual? Am I premenopausal? Am I just a bitch?" And it was from Mommy Needs a Life.
Yeah.
So It has 132,000 people reached at this point, and it has 1.3 thousand shares.
We'll take it.
Like,
that's a winner.
What? Yeah.
And that's my thing is like I'll get frustrated. Like and so like that, like when I see something going well, then I can sign off. But if it's not going well, I gotta stay. I gotta stay until it goes well.
Until you can make it happen.
Because I feel like I'll get like, okay, everybody who's listening, here's a little social media clue for you. You need stuff to go big like that on your pages like every week because otherwise it's not going to grow.
Yeah.
And so I'm always thinking that way that I'm like, we got to get this page because I want more people to listen to this podcast because we are fucking hilarious.
Yes, we are.
And amazing. And people are missing out, damn it. And so I appreciate all the funny other women out there who make memes that I can share because I am not a meme maker.
Yeah.
And so I try to find really funny stuff that I can share or poignant or whatever.
Yeah. And you've like several of them have gotten quite a few. One had 25,000. Yeah. So I was mega impressed.
Yay.
I'm going to have to take lessons from Jen. Okay. So we're almost out of time. Do you have any other questions that we really want to answer?
Oh, no. Well, there was that really gross would you rather. Are you?
Oh, yeah. You
want me to do it?
Yeah. Go ahead and do it.
So, would you rather watch your parents have sex every day or join in once so they'll stop? Like, there's no good answer.
I really want to pick neither.
You can't. At least you can't smell them.
It has to be the first one then.
Of course.
It has to be.
I mean, they're both terrible.
Can we like
answers.
turn the lights off and leave?
Well, that's my thinking. Like they didn't say I couldn't bring a blindfold.
Oh, there you go.
So I'll just be like, I'm gonna be blindfolded and I'll be here in the corner with my AirPod, with my earbuds.
Then I can make that happen.
Yeah, then maybe I can make it happen. But to join in, no way. So if you're listening, though, let us know the answer for you. What you would choose.
Yeah, which one do you choose?
we'll decide if you can still stay with us. So.
Yeah.
Depending on your answer.
Okay, well, it's been another great podcast.
It has.
Yeah, half hour's flown by fast.
We just do it.
We're still looking for sponsors, so if anybody wants to sponsor after that podcast, like who could sponsor us? Tide.
What have we talked about?
Tide, washing our towels.
Oh yeah.
We could, somebody who makes a body wash.
The Hilton could sponsor us.
I'm a Hilton Honors member.
I am too.
I used to be a Diamond member. But I've stopped traveling so much, so now I'm just a Gold.
I'm a freaking whatever it is where you own like the timeshare, the Hilton timeshare.
You win.
Like you win. I mean, come on, Hilton.
You win. They need to.
Sponsor us.
Yeah.
And I don't know what else we talked about. I mean, who've so much? Oh, maybe birthday. Someone should throw us like a big birthday party this year.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know who should do it, but
if
you are a party planner.
Yeah.
There was a woman actually who reached out to me a couple weeks ago. She runs some sort of travel thing and she wants to put together some sort of cruise for us. And I was like, yeah, let me know. But I haven't heard anything else. Okay. So,
well, where are we going?
I don't know. Who knows? A free cruise to who knows where.
You know what? That sounds like the beginning of a horror movie.
I mean, I figured if nothing else, we'll get fodder.
Okay. That's true.
We'll have a great book out of it.
Yeah. Okay, well, be sure to subscribe so that we just show up on your phone unannounced and unexpected. So
that's how we like it.
That's how we like it. Okay, well, have a great week.
Talk to you later. Bye.
Bye. Hi, Denise here. I know you're sad because the podcast episode is over and now you have to wait an entire week to hear us again. But guess what? You don't have to wait. You can listen to one of our audiobooks. Like to listen to true crime podcasts? I've got several mystery series to choose from. Or maybe you prefer to listen to podcasts about The Bachelor. Check out one of my rom-com series. You can find these audiobooks and many more at Audible, Apple Audiobooks, or check out my website, denisegroverspank.com, and click on Audiobooks in the menu at the top. Happy listening!